This week on the Hype Podcast. No need to keep Portland weird. It does it all well enough on its own, as another wild weekend at the Comedy Club ensues. Plus, more stories from the DJ booth, and BLM is back as we talk you through PDX Don't Shoot. Don't miss this week's episode of the Hype Podcast.
Coming to you live and uncensored. This is the Hype Podcast. I'm oh so fresh with my co-host, yet to be named.
That's me. We talk about everything from new gadgets, gizmos, politics, movies, and music.
And our very own personal stories, because you know a motherfucker has to keep it real.
Yeah, I got to get this San Pellegrino out of here because...
Where do you even get this? Is it like Costco?
You can get a normal store.
Oh, just like a normal
I got to
store?
get it out of here because I'm going to drink the shit out of it.
What sparked this interest? Was it just like, I'm tired of regular soda? This
No,
looks good.
I mean, I like the shit.
Yeah.
I just went to Costco yesterday.
Okay. No, I mean, dude, fucking Costco will get you, man.
I went to Costco yesterday, and they did get me. You know, I'm sitting here like Daddy Fat Stacks because things is good. Things is good. I got to Costco yesterday. How much money did I spend at Costco? I spent $320.
Shut the fuck up.
50 to renew.
Okay.
Because I hadn't been there in years.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, it's like an old girlfriend. Like, oh, yeah. If you want
when they come back around.
If you want to come back around and fuck, you got to take me out. I mean, because $50.
You got to take me to a little quaint place.
That's a couple drinks and an appetizer.
It really is.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It ain't a movie.
This is how Costco works. Much like a sex line at $3.99 a minute. Costco says, hey, if you want to come back around and get all up in this, I'm going to need you to pay.
Yeah, I need you to pay.
And then when you pay, Costco's like, I'm interested in a little quaint place. Maybe take a nice stroll, get some appetizers, aka samples at the end of your aisles here. So you're wandering around. Before you know it, 3 fucking hours have gone by. You're down $300, and it didn't even put out.
Didn't even put out. I feel like I don't have shit to show for it. No, but since I hadn't been in a while, it was like a major fucking restock central. I was like, yeah, because those I have an electric toothbrush.
Right.
If you have an electric toothbrush, you know my pain. When you go to buy new brushes,
nah, I can't do electric toothbrushes anymore. I'll go fucking buy a toothbrush for a goddamn $1. I can't.
6 brushes for $50.
$50 fucking dollars.
Hey, orthodontist said.
Dude, get a fucking razor blade, cut that little plastic bitch open, and stick those fuckers in your pocket. Costco don't have loss prevention.
They do, but they're not very good at it. 'Cause I know a couple people who work for Costco, and Costco gets robbed.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
like
part
a
of
motherfucker.
Part of that $50 is for loss prevention.
For all the shrinkage that goes on.
I'm sure that the deals at Costco would be much better if people weren't robbing Costco fucking blind.
It's because they sell too much of everything all at once.
I'm going to sound like a dick right now, but it hasn't been the same since they started letting you use EBT up in that motherfucker.
No shit, right?
Hey, I am a fucking elitist, classism, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I pay to be here. I ain't pay to hang out with some EBT motherfuckers.
It's like a fucking country club, okay? I give you an annual due to come into your classy establishment, get the goods that I require, shake hands, kick babies, whatever I fucking need to do.
And get a hot dog. That's the best deal still.
Yeah. I come in there to do all these fucking things and maybe fucking stroll around and get some free samples. I don't need motherfuckers in there that spending my tax dollars with their little baby EBT card going, well, I think I need to just buy this fucking 87-pound bag of chicken.
You know, to be perfectly honest with you, and I don't want to judge everybody who has the EBT card because I'm sure everybody's situation is different. But most of the people I know with EBT cards don't trust going to Costco.
They don't trust it.
They don't fuck with it because they don't think that way. They don't think long term, I'll go buy, like for me, like I bought a gallon of mouthwash because it was $10. Yeah. And we bought enough tissue and paper towels. Like they're not. I don't think a lot of people think like that.
That is crazy.
Because you like when they first made that happen, and still now you don't see a lot of EBT ass motherfuckers up in there. It's not like I talk shit and say they shouldn't have done it, but really, to be honest with you, those motherfuckers. You want me to pay $50 to shop here,
dude? And look at it this way: most EBT folks,
motherfuckers.
Well, I was gonna be nice about it. Most EBT motherfuckers aren't planning ahead. They're not buying in bulk to take care of themselves or their family. They're living that kind of week to week, paycheck to paycheck type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
And like you said, their brains don't work in that fashion because they're worried about buying cigarettes or booze or whatever the fuck.
Well, I didn't go that fucking far.
No. Just bear with me. I'm getting there. So
EBT.
Yes.
See, I thought I was really generalizing, but then you go.
No, I'm gonna nail it down.
EBT motherfuckers are buying cigarettes, booze. Why don't you just add crack?
I will. We're about to. No, so.
Hey, yeah, because 50 cents on the dollar. Yeah. I will cash you out for that EBT.
Exactly. And that's my point. I work by Lloyd Center. So you get folks, either they're homeless or not. They act like they're fucking homeless.
Let's say from all walks of life.
Okay. We get people from all walks of life. They will come up to you on the fucking street with an EBT card in hand, offer to buy you things in return for cash.
Yeah.
And they will give you, 75 cents on the dollar, 50 cents on the dollar, so they can go buy booze, cigarettes, crack, whatever the fuck they want to buy. Which, okay, do you, boo-boo. Get your fucking hustle on. I get it, okay? But you're going to fucking sit here and tell me, like, oh, yeah, they're going to walk up in Costco. Nah.
And do some kind of long-term planning.
Nah. They're not going to, like you said, they're not going to spend that $50. Oh, that's $50 wasted right there. Yeah. I could be buying some fucking crack with that $50.
You are really generalizing people
I've seen it.
Assistance.
I have fucking seen it. I had this girl.
Dude, you're gonna run for some kind of office and go for some kind of fucking promotion, and they're gonna come back to this episode.
You remember the old school Ninja Turtles with April O'Neil, and she had the fucking bright yellow raincoat or whatever?
The yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah. So I fucking go. I'm
not very feminine either.
Right. I am at the Shell station right by Lloyd Center, and there's multiple, so that I won't specify which one. 6th and Broadway.
Are they all right next to each other?
Yes, they're like all across the street. No, I'm sitting there and I'm in the truck, and this fucking lady walks up and noticeably, we'll call it noticeably under duress. Okay, and under duress meaning homeless and cracked out. Okay. She walks up in this fucking big ass yellow raincoat right to my window and just starts waving like, hey, like trying to get my attention, like, hey you. And I'm like, no. I just fucking put it in reverse. I gradually, ever so slowly back up because the last thing I need is some fucking homeless broad jumping underneath the tire like, he ran me over.
You skeeted out on the bitch?
Fuck yes, I did. No, you can tell. She's all fucking twacked out. Her eyes are going every which fucking way. She can't even close her goddamn mouth. She's drooling so much.
And you know why you did that? That was experience because you've been in that conversation before.
Yes,
and that conversation never goes anywhere.
No.
The homeless motherfucker tries to get your attention. Hey. What? Blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, oh, dude.
And you're just like, that is fucking 2 minutes of my life I will never get back.
And I don't know. They must have a class for this.
Dude.
Because they wish you would a fucking monologue and then round it back around. Try and act like I've seen motherfuckers totally try and act like they're engaged in you and your life and what you're going on for a minute and then come right back around. But I just need a couple dollars.
You know what I always attribute them to is like terrible police detectives. Like they're like they know you all of a sudden and then they're cool and then, oh yeah, man. So man, I'm just a brother like you. So you committed the murder, right?
Yeah, why don't you just come clean? The good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, and you're like, fucking no, I will not. Like, okay, I'm not going to name names, but I got friends who fucking do this shit that I've known forever.
They're detectives?
No.
Putting men in jail.
Yeah, they'll give you.
Is that like reverse snitching? I got friends that work in the DA's office that will cop the crimes.
Yeah, right.
I got names.
Yeah, I got names, bitches. No, so I got
reverse snitch.
I think we just got the name of the episode for today. No, but I got friends who will come up that I've known for a while, so they know me. We may not be like, super fucking tight, hang out all the time, but we know each other, and they'll be like, hey, man, you got any weed, man? Like, you holding? I'm like, nah. I mean, I kind of just do what I do. And I have them ask me for some weird fucking shit. Like, just the other day, I'm out Friday night, which we'll get to because I started telling you about it earlier.
Hold on, before we go into that, I just need to tell you that you are on the Hype Podcast.
You are on the Hype Podcast. I am the host of No Name.
I'm DJ Oso Fresh. You should hit us up on the Hype line. That's 442-999-HYPE.
Or on Facebook, facebook.com/The Hype Podcast. Or diddle our Twitter @The Hype Podcast.
Or you can email us. I would give you my my street address, but I don't want you coming by.
We don't need no pop-up inskis.
It's about as effective as email, but it's thehypepodcast@gmail.com.
So back to Friday, and this is all going to come full circle. So you guys just hold on to your fucking seats here. So I'm with a buddy. He texts me, hey, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, hey, got free tickets to a comedy show. Let's fucking roll out. We're hanging out. We got a little group of us. He leans in out in public, like we're already in the group.
Yeah.
Hey, you got any condoms on you? And I'm like, really? You're asking me for fucking condoms? Like, I mean, not cigarettes, not fucking weed.
I'm sitting there like this. It's an assumption that you're assuming you're assuming somebody in our group's a done deal.
Yeah.
It's gonna jump off here.
Because they got stores for that.
Yeah, because after the show, you can stop on the way to your destination and pick up condoms.
Yeah, they're and I mean, you know what? Most places that hold condoms are open 24/7.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had somebody ask you for some weird shit? Like, I know people come by and ask you for weed and shit.
I mean, my cousin straight up told me. He said, and this is a third hand story, but he said my mom said there's only two things open after 2 a.m. 7-Eleven and legs. So I was like, damn.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So I know you were out there doing wrong, boy.
Yeah, no shit. You need to go cleanse yourself of your sins. No, so that's weird part number one of Friday night, okay? And so this starts out, and I get that question from my buddy, and I'm like, wow, okay, this is gonna be a good night because we've all been drinking already. I'm having the internal dialogue, laughing my ass off about the fucking condom question. The comedy show itself is about to start. You show up early, you stand in line for half hour, 45 minutes, they seat you, all that shit,
and make you sit there long enough where you need a couple drinks.
Yeah, exactly. So
gotta get your money's worth.
So I'm sitting there, and I look over. And my sister is literally like head down on the table, like in class, like she just failed the test.
That's fucking weird because your sister can drink like a fucking sailor.
She can drink like a fucking maniac. So I lean over and I'm like, sister, you doing all right? And she kind of just pops up like bobblehead style, and she's like, I'm good. Just here to see a comedy show. And she's kind of weaving a little bit, and she's got that high pitched like I'm not here voice.
So how deep was she?
She did not even have her fucking eyes open. But how much sauce? We had 4 shots when her and I joined the group. Like within that iteration, we had 4 drinks. She was hanging out before I got there, so I don't know how many drinks she had prior to.
Just an advisory. I'm not good with 4 shots. I don't need 4 shots of shit.
Of not a goddamn thing.
Nothing.
So we're sitting there. And I kind of lean around her a little bit, and she is talking without her fucking eyes open, just like swaying back and forth. She's like, I'm good, just waiting for the comedy show, just waiting. And I'm like, sister, you gonna throw up? She's like, maybe. I said, okay, let's go sleep in the truck. It's got leather seats. We'll fucking.
You're my sister. I'm not gonna let you fucking embarrass yourself.
Right? Yeah. We'll fucking pressure wash out the truck later if we need to. No big deal. So. I pick her up, throw the arm around my shoulder, and I got a hold of her hip on the other side because she's not walking.
Then
like
you
period.
Dip.
Yeah. So I get through, and I'm narrating this out loud and articulating my words so the bouncers understand I'm not wasted. She's just in bad shape.
I don't feel like I just won the pussy prize tonight. I'm dragging this bitch out.
Yeah. So I'm like, come on, sister.
That's why you had to keep your condoms.
Yeah. So I'm like, as I'm walking out the door past the bouncers, I'm like, all right, sister, we'll go have you sleep it off in the truck. You'll be fine. No big deal. The bouncer fucking chases us out. He's like, hey, she all right? And in my mind, I'm like, does she fucking look all right, you moron? Like,
Did you walk past multiple bouncers?
Yeah.
You know, they probably sat there and go, damn, somebody should probably check on her.
Yeah.
That's probably why it took so long. Like, nobody wanted to go. Like, well, fuck it.
No, I should have turned around and said, why don't you ask your fucking bartender? Because we had this conversation last week.
Yeah.
Even your favorite bartender don't give a fuck how you getting home.
No, fuck at all. You think the bartender was out there trying to help you carry her out?
Nah,
not at all.
So I get her to the truck. And, of course, what is the number one thing that drunk people lose when they're fucking wasted? Phone. She's like, I don't know where my phone is. If I need something, what do I do? I was like, find your goddamn phone. So I ended up leaving my phone in the truck with her friend's number on speed dial. In case she needs, all she got to do is hit send. Everything's fine. I go back to the comedy show. Fucking Bobby Lee is amazing. The dude from Mad TV. He was the headliner. And
the Asian dude from Mad TV?
Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah. Jet Lee, Bobby Lee.
Not a lot of brothers named Lee.
Right?
There are some, but no.
So, show was tremendous. We get back to the truck, and we're all having a grand old time. We get to the fucking truck. I go to open the door, and I'm like, my front seat's empty. Sister's no longer in the front seat. I'm like, great. She fucking woke up.
Is she a wanderer?
I don't know. I've never seen her that like drunk enough to just fucking wander off. So I open the car door at the same time as my passengers open the car door, and all of a sudden from the back seat, like a goddamn horror movie, boing! She fucking pops up out of nowhere.
Wow.
Fucking
Lucky she didn't catch a bullet. Yeah.
No, I almost fucking shit myself. I'm like, what the fuck? And it happened to everybody at the same time because we opened both doors at the same time. And then all of us kind of peeked in like, where the hell is... Oh, my God! There she is.
Yeah. It's a good thing you didn't have the gun rack in.
Oh, my... Yeah, it would have had to have gone down, dude. It was fucking terrible.
Well, I gotta fuck with your sister a little bit. Pause. But when did we become so weak that we had to have a cell phone on us to go pass out in the car? Like, I understand that there's always the opportunity for violence.
Sure. Yeah.
But like, you're really in the car drunk, you just pass out.
Yeah. Just fucking go to sleep.
What the fuck you need your phone for?
Yeah.
I mean, me and my dumb ass, I'll start reading.
Yeah.
So
it'll be on Flipboard.
Hell yeah. Does Flipboard make that noise?
No. I was
just demonstrating.
I was demonstrating you scrolling. Yeah.
Because I was like, because my sound's always off. So I'm like, damn, does it make a noise?
No.
When I turn on the sound and I type, I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck noise is this?
Right? No. So another thing that was kind of weird to me too. Like it was a weird, funny night in a good way. So as we're
leaving, it should have been funny. You went to a comedy club. I'm not.
Yeah. No, I mean, just the fucking condom question, sister being wasted before the show, and so on the way out, there's this guy holding this fucking clipboard, and he's like, oh, hey, do you guys want to hear about our events? Just go ahead and put your name, phone number, and email address. And I'm like, nah, I don't need you fucking emailing me or calling me and shit like that. I assume it was for like some sort of call list. I don't know if they do Helium? That. Yeah. I don't know
Who got the free tickets?
My sister.
She's on the call list.
Do they have call lists?
She's gone previously, hasn't she?
Yeah. We've all gone.
I haven't gone to Helium much, but at Harvey's, yeah, you'd sign up, you'd be on the call list. And this in the 2000s in Portland, if you were above 21, Harvey's was calling you.
For what?
Free tickets all the time. You and up to 8 friends, free tickets.
Literally.
I mean, you've been to Harvey's. They bring you into a bar,
right,
and make you sit in that bar for what, like an hour.
That's true. Yeah.
They make you sit in a bar for an hour before you go to the show. So they got their ticket money.
Okay, yeah, I can
And
see
I'm not
that.
saying I don't remember the last time I drank there, but I don't think the drinks are that reasonably priced.
No, I remember it's like $11 for like a fucking shot of whiskey. It's ridiculous.
And it's not, and they're not healthy portions.
No. Those bartenders are making sure you don't fucking even drive home with a buzz.
Yeah.
I had no clue they fucking did that though. They put you on a call list and just give you free tickets.
Yeah, then you have people calling you going, "Hey, I got free tickets to Harvey's." Nah, dog.
See, I don't even answer my phone anyway, so I should have signed up for that shit.
Yeah, they give you. They'll totally hook you up.
Although I don't know, I don't like being downtown as much, especially with like all the like. For example, last Sunday they had the fucking marathon. This week they had whatever event you were at. We had extra security at my building because of
the Black Lives Matter PDX Don't Shoot.
Yeah,
yeah. I ended up down there. I'm sitting there. I knew it was going down. Like the night they went down there. Tuesday night? Yeah. And I was like, oh well, shit, that's still going on tomorrow. I told the producer of the Mark Mason show, shout out to them, and I told him, I said, hey Michael, his name's Michael. I was like, I'll go down there. He's like, really, you do that? I said, oh, fuck it, why not? And then they walk in, like I start my shift, they walk in like 20 minutes into my shift, they're like, hey, you still want to go down there? And I said, yeah. I ran to Guitar Center, got an adapter for a mic, and went down there and hooked up my phone and started interviewing folks.
I said, did you put your BLM shirt on?
Actually, I don't support Black Lives Matter.
No? You don't think Black Lives Matter or what?
That's a dumbass question. That is, I just want to say.
I meant the group.
I don't know.
I meant the group.
You're lucky something didn't happen. Give me one more of these. That's a dumbass question. No, I just don't. I don't support specifically the movement. I can support some of the principles behind it, but the whole movement thing, because I think there's some bad stuff that the fact that it's not really organized.
Yeah.
It's hard to throw your support behind something that's not organized because something crazy could happen. Like motherfuckers could take over the Empire State Building and threaten to blow it up with a nuclear bomb and say, hey, Black Lives Matter. And nobody can say shit to them.
Right.
But PDX Don't Shoot, from what I've seen of those guys, it's cool.
Now, wait. Your executive I don't know if they're executive staff, but your staff sent the black guy down to interview people at Black Lives Matter, PDX Don't Shoot.
Yeah.
They weren't at all concerned that
I was going to side up.
Yeah. Like that you were going to be converted or that something might happen to you.
Well, he goes, and it was the quote of the day because I come back to the office and people tell me about this. When you're doing this thing, you don't remember exactly everything you said.
Right.
And in general, I say some funny shit all day. So, I can say something crazy to you. You think it's the funniest shit you ever heard. And I'd be like, well, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I said. All right, well, I'm getting off the phone with Mark. Mm-hmm. And Mark goes, oh, so be safe down there. I said, nah, it's okay. I'm a brother.
Did his fucking brain just explode or what?
He fucking cracked up.
No,
I've come to the realization in life that at times I can really just I'll finish this segment. You know what I'm saying? No, I have to be really conscious of that when I'm learning how to get better at that because sometimes interacting on the radio, I'll say some shit where that's just it.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing we're going to get out of this. Yeah. And it's done.
Yeah. Time to go.
It's time to go.
No, but see, there's two things that I know about you. And number one, we've had this conversation before. You're one of the most aware and socially responsible people that I've met because you've taught me a lot about being in public, about what to say and what not to say, and even how to say some shit. So I could totally see you being down there in the midst of, police, a fucking protest, even a borderline riot, and you'd be like, okay, this is about to jump off. I'm about to be out of here.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like, no, let's see where this goes.
I've never been that close to riot police.
Yeah.
There's about 70 of them down there.
Shit.
It was awesome. There were enough riot police where they were able to line up single file the whole block of City Hall.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
on Fifth Ave, that whole block, and there were still more.
Wow.
And what they did was they made a solid line and they walked across the street because the protesters, after being pepper sprayed, pushed out of City Hall and pepper sprayed, the protesters decided they were going to stop Fifth Avenue.
Wow. Holy shit.
And so they're sitting there on the Max tracks and they don't want to get out the way. So they said, hey,
why don't they just let the fucking Max just go? Just be free, Max. Just be wild and free and do what you do.
Because when it's not your revolution,
because that's murder. But you can just say it.
But this is what I have to say: when it's not your revolution, then you think everything's way too extreme.
That is very true.
If it was your revolution, if you fuck that Max, fucking country ass white boy, you'd shoot it up.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, I hear what you're saying, and that's incredibly true because I had an interesting conversation about the whole Columbus Day thing. Like, Columbus Day was last Monday, and it's been Columbus Day for how many fucking years?
We celebrated that shit on the radio, and I was like, this is kind of awkward.
Right. No.
So our Native American friends, fuck you.
No, here's what I find fucking interesting.
Indians?
Here's what
Indians?
The most interesting part about this, and it's a conversation that nobody wants to fucking point out. They don't want to have it. They don't want to illuminate this portion of the conversation whatsoever. Well, Columbus definitely wasn't the first person here. There was, Galileo or whoever the fuck it was here 100 years before him.
Well, the Vikings got here first.
Right. Yeah. The Vikings got here first.
Yeah.
Then what the fuck were the Native Americans that drove them off? Because the Native Americans that were here, there is evidence that the Vikings were driven off the shores of America by Native Americans.
They're probably pretty deep.
Because there was natives here before anybody.
Yeah, because the ice bridge.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, who gives a fuck about who sailed here first? People were already fucking here.
I don't understand. I don't even quite understand why it's a holiday.
Right.
Because it really doesn't seem like it has much to do with the significance of America. And as a young child, Columbus seemed like he discovered fucking America. Like, whoa, hey, who discovered America? Columbus. Yeah, it was like common fact. And he was a good guy.
No.
But now we know that he killed Indians and spread VD.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a common misnomer. They make these people into heroes.
Misnomer? That's what they taught us.
No, I know.
Shit.
No, I get it. And they taught you the same thing about fucking George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, that these guys were some sort of just like isolated heroes. They weren't. They were normal people. They did great things, yes. But George Washington had slaves.
Yeah.
George Washington was a fucking asshole.
He had slaves. He fucked them too.
Yeah. He was a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
He did great and powerful things in one specific moment. Like, for example,
you know what? I bet you he grabbed pussy.
No, I will say this. So, why is it that we commend people for 20 minutes of action and we don't condemn people for 20 minutes of action, like the Stanford rapist? Oh, yeah, it was 20 minutes and a bad decision. He shouldn't have to be recognized for that the rest of his life.
He was a white boy with a good lawyer.
No, I get it. But George Washington.
George Washington. I'm sure if you talk to your DA friends, they would tell you about some reverse snitching where they're like, "Yo, this dude came in here, and we just told him to cop to the crime."
Yeah, that's true. It's just fucking ridiculous.
So what were you saying about Washington?
Oh no, I'm saying George Washington's commended, and
he
idolized.
He did a fair share of shit, bro.
But he's idolized for those things, and that's what I mean. Nobody wants to have the conversation of he's a normal fucking dude who did fucked up shit just like everybody else, but you're only looking at one specific moment in his life.
You have to.
You're looking at George Washington like a fucking Kardashian, is what I'm saying.
But I have to state this as a side note. I hate to go off on a little rabbit trail, but that Kardashian story from last week, if you listen from week to week, just in case, that Kardashian story from last week was fake.
What, about her getting robbed?
Yeah, about her getting robbed. It was super fake.
No, the story of her being robbed was a hoax, right?
It was a hoax.
Okay, so she was not robbed.
She was not. No, it was a hoax. That it was a hoax. Her getting robbed. That the
hoax story was a hoax.
Yeah, the hoax story was a hoax.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we got fucking
snowed on that
So
one.
Kim Kardashian, if you listen to this show, hey, still fuck you.
Yeah,
still fucking fuck you. I'm not. I mean,
Kim, if you're listening to my show, I'd let Donald Trump grab your pussy.
I let Donald Trump grab your pussy too. Shit, I don't care. He ain't the first or the last.
Yeah, I would let any presidential candidate grab your pussy.
That bus made a few stops before he got to Kanye West. Seriously.
More than a few.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
but I don't want to speak on a man's wife like that.
I don't give.
But you let the rest of the world do it.
Yeah. You let the rest of the world speak on him and skeet on her.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Hey.
No, since
not
we're
anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
She's mine now. It's like taking a home plate from the baseball field.
It's like, nah, son.
Not everybody, but a lot of motherfuckers got home runs.
Yeah. Oh my God. No fucking kidding, right? And I bet she didn't even charge him money. What a bitch. She's not an entrepreneur. She's a fucking moron.
Hey, she did it for pleasure.
That's true.
But she's probably gonna make more than my year's salary while we're doing this podcast.
Yeah, in a fucking hour. No shit, right?
Yeah, hey, fuck you.
Yeah. Since we're talking about politicians, I don't want to go into Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton this week, but fuck both of them too. They're maniacs. What I do want to tell you is, you remember Mr. Ed Baker?
Yeah.
Our local Portland presidential candidate.
Yeah.
He actually just started his first show.
Wow.
Yeah. It's 30 minutes long. It's out on YouTube. We can throw the link up on the Facebook page, so if you guys want to check that out. Our local presidential candidate, Mr. Ed Baker, is called Ed Baker's Accountability episode.
How come we're not guests?
Because he just started. He actually sent me a message on Facebook.
He only has one mic.
Right. And he wants to use ours. And we're going to have to charge him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Ed.
Hey, I'm throwing mine in for Ed. You know, I have to say this, Ed, if you listen to the show, because I don't know if you do. Ed, you seem more and more like a viable candidate as the days go on.
Every fucking day.
I hate to come off like I doubted you, but you are our best choice.
Ed, you are such a logical choice. You could have your own meme photo.
Yeah.
You really could.
Ed Baker
for fucking president, dude. Because they're have you seen those T-shirts that Clayton Bixby with Dave Chappelle? They're like Clayton line Bixby 2016 run for president.
I think I like the posters I've seen where you remember the Obama Hope posters.
Yeah.
And then the Trump ones, they say grope.
No, I'll do you one better. There's this photo floating around Facebook. It has Kim Jong-un, Dr. Evil from Austin Powers, and Hillary Clinton, and the caption is the universal uniform for evil supervillains trying to take over the world, because they all dress the same. They got that fucking gray turtleneck shit going on.
What the fuck is up with Hillary Clinton in these?
Dude, I don't even know, man.
I mean, that does look like that shit she wore to that red shit she wore to the debate looked like she really could have been like a high commander on Star Trek. All she needed was a couple fucking pins. I mean, just to give you an election update, I think I'm finally come to the point where I think it's kind of over.
Dude, I'm just resigning myself to this entire fucking thing.
I think, the shit's over.
It really is.
But I hate that it kind of sucks. I wasn't voting for the guy, but I think the guy kind of got shit on. I'm starting to feel like he's getting the Bernie Sanders shit on, but emails came out that saying Bernie Sanders kind of took a payoff to get the fuck out the race anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're going in on him like Cosby.
Well, it's because they're afraid of him. They're afraid of Trump. Because
I've never seen them throw this much shit at somebody. I'm sure Barry touched somebody inappropriate during his life, but you can't rock the Barack.
You know what it is? Hillary just mad Bill ain't been touching her for years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to hire writers if that's the best you can come up with.
No, I'm just saying, dude. She's mad that fucking Donald Trump's getting some play.
But I mean, look at how just bam, October just lit him up.
Oh yeah,
bitches out. I mean, where is the woodwork? Because they're coming out of the woodwork. He's 9 deep,
dude.
I mean, he's gonna
everywhere.
By the election, everywhere. He will top Cosby.
Yeah. No, but
you get about 70 years old and just bitches start coming out going, hey.
Yeah, like he's been touching me for years.
You hear that motherfucker came out, he said straight up, he said, look at her. You think I would have touched her? And then, I watch this. We have CNN on at work, and I have to remember that CNN is a major funder of the Clinton campaign.
Right.
I always forget that because, boy, it was wall to wall. Every time that dude fucks up, it is wall to wall.
Dude, that's all the media outlets are nowadays.
Fuck. There's hurricanes going on. There was a tornado in Manzanita.
Right. There was hurricane-style fucking wind on the news all over Portland all week until that Donald Trump shit came out, and then it was like, wind? What wind? There ain't shit going on.
I forgot how many people died in Haiti.
Yeah, right.
Like a shitload of people died in Haiti from Hurricane Matthew. Nah,
bruh. Fuck it.
I grab them by the pussy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, them Haiti people are dead. They don't have to worry about Donald grabbing their pussy.
I have no idea how many times they replayed that clip.
Dude, countless fucking times.
And I'm like, damn.
But I'm glad you brought up the weather, because I was hearing that all fucking weekend. Oh, 100-mile-an-hour winds and 80-mile-an-hour winds on the Oregon coast.
Fucked off my weekend.
What do you mean? Nothing fucking happened. It was wet and outside.
And I work in the nightclub industry, as I may have stated on the show before.
Yeah.
And when people are scared to go out,
You know why people are scared to go out in Portland? Because nobody's from fucking Portland anymore. It's been raining for years.
No, but
all these goddamn Californians come up here and fucking drive on our goddamn streets 30 miles an hour on the fucking freeway like a bunch of assholes, and then we're fucking dickheads for honking at them because they can't fucking drive when the road's wet. You don't even have water to drink in California. You don't know how to fucking drive on it.
Wow, you really have a true disdain for California.
I have a true disdain for fucking road rage. And if you aggravate my road rage, I have an anger goblin in my mind when I'm driving.
No, but really, the news was saying this was going to be the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking Hurricane Oregon. Here we come.
Yeah. And people heard that and were like, nah, I think I'm going to stay my ass in.
They were like, I'm not doing shit all fucking weekend.
I am not. Hey, man. And I thought it was going to be bad. I kept waiting for it to get bad, and it never happened.
Yeah, not a once.
So, I think maybe last night we were at like 40% of what we usually have for people.
Yeah.
It was hard rocks and knuckleheads. They're like, I got shit to do.
Probably Californians. They're just like, fuck it.
Nah, there were some tired Oregonians.
Oh, okay.
Tired.
Oh, wait, where were you at last night?
Tired.
Were you in Portland or Vancouver? Yeah, tired.
I was in Port Vancouver. I was at Jansen Beach.
Oh, okay.
I was at the furthest point you could be in Oregon. Furthest point north you could be in Oregon. I was at Jansen Beach.
Like if I was an Oregonian, I could have swam the channel and became a Washingtonian.
Man, I was talking to my boy about this.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck far can you swim?
I can probably...
I was talking to my uncle about it, yeah. I was like, how the fuck far can you swim?
I can probably get maybe a quarter mile in one stretch.
Yeah.
What about you?
Haven't even thought about it.
I mean, I'm definitely no Michael Phelps, if that's what
How
you're
far do you think he can swim? Like, you're in the ocean. Oh, the boat's on fire. Boom. How far do you think that motherfucker can swim?
I don't know. I get a lot of people, and I know a couple swimmers, male and female, and I get a lot of people who say, oh, yeah, swimming's just fucking easy. I think you have to have a certain type of body type for swimming to be easy. Because for me, swimming is not easy.
Swimming is cool for me.
It's a fucking workout and a half.
It's a bit of a workout, but I just don't do it that much. But but let's say you're 10 miles out.
Nah,
like, you're fucked.
Yeah, ain't making it. I'm just telling you right now, I ain't making it. Now, if I have something to float on and just have to, kick
so
my feet.
So if like you drop Michael Phelps out 10 miles out,
I think he's all right.
You think he'll make it?
He'll be all right. Yeah. He'll be all right. That guy's a goddamn fish. No, I do know this.
We'll swim 10 miles.
I do know this for the U.S. Coast Guard diver training, like the swim divers who literally jump out in the water and save people when their boats are capsized. Those guys, they put them out in teams, much like SEAL teams, out in the middle of the ocean about 8-10 miles out. And now, they do have the gear. They have
I hope so.
They have inflated air pockets, on their gear, but they're fully dressed. So not only are they fucking heavier than they were, You ever wore like shoes in the fucking water
It's
and
not
tried to
fun.
walk? You're like 1,000 times gravity.
Yeah, well, 10 miles out, you're really
Right.
You're not really gonna be walking.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the gear will weigh you down more,
Yeah.
so you're more fatigue sets in quicker, shit like that. So they train those guys in the fucking ocean. You're 8 miles out in the ocean, not a fucking pool where it's like, yeah, okay, no big deal. No, you're 8 miles out. They drop you and leave, and you swim back.
That's where I would. that's the part where I unsign up.
Yeah, you're right.
You said,
like
you
if
said,
I seen this in the pamphlet, nah.
thanks for the haircut.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah. No, they do some pretty strenuous training. So I'm thinking, dude, 10 miles out is 10 miles is fucking 10 miles, bro.
It's a
10
stretch.
fucking miles. I mean, I could ride a bike 10 miles, but I'm taking some breaks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, 10 miles is a stretch.
Like I ran 6 miles not too long ago, or back in April for the Race for the Roses, and that took me just under an hour to run 6 miles.
I think from Vancouver to downtown, it is about 10 miles.
Yeah, roughly.
Maybe even less.
Yeah. So I mean, imagine how long it would take you to walk or to run to downtown Portland from right where we sit.
Oh, wow. And we're not giving out any exact addresses, but it'll take a while.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just
saying.
just
No,
a
it would.
bit.
It probably. No, I can figure it out right now.
Yeah.
They don't have a swimming setting.
We have the technology.
We have the
well,
technology.
well, it's because damn well ain't nobody trying to fucking swim in the Willamette River.
Yeah, I mean, the
that
Willamette,
shit's just
the
nasty.
Willamette River is a natural fucking resource. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, that we dump our feces into. Just saying.
Hey, it's been going on since the beginning of time. Where you think feces went before? There was no sanitation plant.
That's true. Now and fish poop in there all the time. So no big deal.
No, I don't want to download maps. I guess that would be cool. You know?
No, I was actually talking to my buddy about this the other day. What
Okay,
if
so
we had to take rivers everywhere?
the Moda Center is 8.3 miles from my location.
Mm-hmm.
And let me adjust what kind of directions I get. All right, so I can go. It would take me 3 hours and 15 minutes to walk down there.
To fucking walk there, 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus hell.
Hey, but
crazy.
only 16 minutes if I call Uber.
Yeah.
I love how they add that on there.
Yeah, right.
Hour on a bike. That's gonna be a multi-speed bike. My BMX is not getting there in an hour. I enjoy having a big BMX, but as I stated before, long distances, it is not the shit.
Right.
You're just like, I'm tired.
So we haven't even really talked about what you did this weekend. Did you just work all weekend or what?
I worked all weekend. Very interesting incident happened to me on Friday night.
What's that?
You know, you come into the end of the club, and basically at the end of the club, after like 1 o'clock, people are drunk, and the requests start to pile up. Like,
Okay.
What have you been doing? Why are you just?
You've been here for 3 hours and ain't played a damn song I liked yet. I don't know why.
You would not believe how often that is the case.
I don't know why I got a little country twang in there.
I don't know.
On purpose or on accident or what.
So I get a few requests at the end, and I go into some hard shit. Okay. And that young ma, I like that, even though I had the wrong version. I went into that shit, and then I go into the Bobby Smurder.
Okay.
And it's like 1:40, and I'm like, oh, lights come on in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I might have to cruise this to something a little bit.
Yeah, mellow it out a little bit.
Yeah, and this girl comes up, and you know what? Fuck you, Larry. Stop taking goddamn requests. We got a sign. Larry's up there taking fucking requests like a fucking maitre d'.
It's because we keep spoiling Netflix episodes for him.
I guess so. Yeah, Larry takes a request, and then he hands me the money, and I guess he put $2 up there.
Oh, okay.
And
I was like, was it some
she
serious?
went to hear R.I.P. by Young Jeezy, which is a bump. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's business, never personal. But I'm like, after this Bobby Smurder and this Young Ma shit,
I really don't think you want to Young Jeezy it out.
Maybe I should just chill out.
Yeah.
We went a different direction. I think I played Big Papa or something.
Yeah.
I came out with that shit. And I go down there, and my homeboy Reggie, shout out to Reggie. Reggie was like, "Oh, well, that was my girl that paid the money." And I explained to him what happened, and he's like, "Well, can I get the money back?" I was like, oh, okay. Nobody's ever really asked. Okay. And I handed her $3 because I thought she gave me $3.
Wait, were you a couple crown deep at this point?
No, it wasn't about that. I thought it's just he just put money on the counter.
Okay.
And I just assumed it looked like $2 or $3, and I was like, okay. I hand him $3. He hands it to his woman, and she's deep. Cause drunk motherfuckers are, he ain't playing my fucking song.
Right.
Like fuck. Who gives a, let me tell you, honestly, straight fucking forward. In case you happen to be a club goer, I gives a fuck less about playing your goddamn song. It's my show. It's my shit. I paid for it. I pay to have all this shit. It ain't off YouTube. So fuck you. But anyway, she's like, he didn't even play my song. And I'm like, they take the money. That motherfucker knew that I gave her too much money. She knew, and she just didn't say nothing. So I get back up there, I look on the counter, and I'm like, oh, there's $2. I was like, Larry, wasn't there $3? He's like, nope, there was just $2. I was like, I gave her $3. Taking a loss with the Hype Podcast.
You know what she said right when she checked out that money. You handed her that $3. She was like, "Hey, Reggie, you know what?
You about to break yourself."
She looked at Reggie and she goes, "Reggie, it's time to go. We got to get the fuck out of here before Oh So Fresh realizes that he fucking gave you too much money."
But part of it was just to shut her up because she was going on about not hearing her song. Like people turn up and like unless this happens.
Now listen, if she would have gave you like $10 or $20, I can understand. You know, like it was some serious requesting.
No, if I would have kept the money.
Yeah.
If I would have kept the money, it would have been different. No, I just didn't get to your fucking song. You requested a little late for me. You know, I mean, really. But the drunker you get, the more narcissistic you get.
True. I think the
and
moral.
That's everybody.
I think the moral of this story is this is Larry's fault.
Yeah, start taking fucking requests.
Fucking DJ LZ. Man, if he was here to fucking play us out right now, that'd be fucking awesome.
He can't play. I'm kidding.
Shots fired. Shots fired. DJ LZ and Oh So Fresh going at it head to head.
Pause. He said head to head. Pause on that.
I said head to head, not sword fighting.
We did play together Friday night. Pause. Yeah. we spun back to back. That sounds very non-pausable there. But yeah, it was good times. I like spinning with Larry because when I spin with Larry, it's like, all right, I've been chilling out.
Yeah.
Now I gotta show that I can actually spin.
Well, I will say, DJ LZ does the Hype Podcast live for us, and I was very impressed. Like he gauges crowds very well and plays, you know, what the people want to hear for the most part. And yeah, he did. A really
except for that
job.
one song, he played some song, and I was like, cut that shit off. There's some, I forgot. I can't remember which episode it was. I think it was number 1. And I was just like, cut that shit off.
Yeah. You got to stop that shit. Yeah.
This is my goddamn show, and I'm a crown and a half deep. I totally understand where they're coming from now. Oh boy, I just had that's a teachable moment right there. Like,
there you go.
If I'm a crown and a half deep, cut that shit off.
Yeah, this is my motherfucking show.
Actually, it was my motherfucking show.
Yeah,
like motherfuckers in the crowd, it's not your show.
Yeah, that is very true.
You can go drink someplace else.
That is true. I'm about to go drink someplace else here pretty quick with my San Pellegrino Limonata.
Not sponsored by
Limonata. Just saying. But you already know. Oh, so it's about that time to go. This is the Hype Podcast. I am the host with no name.
I'm DJ Oh So Fresh.
You kick it here with us every week on the Hype Podcast. Next week, I think we need a guest. We need to bring in like Daniel or Gonzo or somebody.
Yeah. Well, the plan was hold on.
It's time to go.
They were trying to catch you last night. We could have did it last night.
Nah, we do the Hype Podcast on Sundays unless we don't want to. We ain't on anybody's motherfucking schedule.
No, I'm saying we could have done it in the middle of the night.
I was going to say, well, that's true because you guys were kicking till like 5 in the AM.
Yeah, we could have done it in the middle of the night. Just like,
yeah.
All right. I totally have to come back and proof the episode. Be like,
you know, that would be some shit right there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because I've had a good buzz, but to be like faded on the episode would be like, fuck.
You 10 minutes in, you'd be like, it's time to go.
I know, just cut it out. Here we go.
It's time to go.
Peace.
Bye, Felicia.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay, that's